Game 4 tonight, Spurs, Knicks. I'm going to give you the pick in a minute. 5'6", 110-pound Timothy Chalamet in an orange sweatsuit is going to intimidate Stephon Castle. Yeah, Wednesday, I'm Eric Casilius. Welcome into the YouTube show. So happy to have you here. And I thank you so much for being in. You know the deal. If you subscribe, I'm going to give away a free membership for a month in my Discord so you can get all the best wagering picks in the world. Look, if you don't bet on sports, you don't need it. If you bet on sports and you're not in my Discord, you are literally lighting money on fire. Don't be dumb. Lou Johnson was our winner last week, so congratulations to him. Game 4 tonight, NBA, Spurs, Knicks, MSG. I'm going to give you the pick in a minute. Of course, we were 2-0 in Game 3. What did I tell you? I said Knicks, first quarter, they will lose, right? Under 28.5. And then Spurs to actually go over with the Knicks for the full game to 16.5. So we did Knicks first quarter under, full game over, 2-0. And the other thing I told you, if you remember, on this show, as I said, look, the reason why you know how to be a sharp, targeted sports bettor is you look at outlying things and you look where they are aligned to happen again and you bet against it not happening again. Essentially, lightning struck here, so the odds are it's going to hit here again. I bet no. It's essentially what I do, why I'm a sharp bettor. So I looked at the shooting percentage of Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. And I said, there's no way all three of them can shoot that effectively again. There's just no way. They won't take that many shots. They won't have that many makes. They won't get that many opportunities. And sure enough, I said, if you bet against all three, 2 will win, right? 2 came in. Towns was under, and Bridges were under. OG was over. You figured you get 2 out of 3, and you did, and that's a profit. So I'll give you the Game 4 pick coming up. There's something I really like in this game as well. So what do we know? 1, the series has juice, right? This is great. It's a great series. Number 2, and I continue to say this, the pundits continue to overrate and romanticize how hard it is to play in New York. Why is New York special? It's not anymore. It's not anymore, right? You think MSG's harder to go in and win than other places that have good environments? Chicago, Oklahoma City, these places are raucous. All right. Oh, no, they're going to be intimidated when they go to MSG. Why? Because Larry David's there? Ben Stiller? Ooh. 5'6", 110-pound Timothy Chalamet in an orange sweatsuit is going to intimidate Stephon Castle? This is what people are actually saying, and they're trying to factor that in to when they think that they're, how the outcome's going to be. It's moronic. There's nothing more overrated than New York is special. It's big. No, it's not. It's great. It's just as great as any place else. But Boston's not harder. Philly, Chicago, as I said, Oklahoma City. They're all great environments. There's not one that's any harder. Timothy Chalamet is not intimidating the Spurs. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. And oh, by the way, if you think, New York's a tough town, the tickets are $9,000 each to get in. That's the get-in price. You think Vinny from Queens, who's going to be screaming and swearing, is going to be in the lower bowl? No. That guy's priced out. You know who this is? This is a bunch of corporate yayas. Okay? So you might get a defense, 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 yay, defense, Knicks, cheers. But that building is loud. It's a great environment. I'm not saying it's not. It's just not harder to win there than it is any place else. The environment there is not greater than any place else. The only people who think that are New Yorkers who go, look, we're special. You're not special. Boston isn't special. Philly's not special. Miami, San Antonio, they're all great. And you're great too. You're just not any better. So stop baking in that they're playing in New York. It's not like the Knicks have won 48 straight home games. And of course, they didn't win in Game 3. So that's sort of point 1 we know here. Number 2, I was surprised how many people were jumping off the Wemby bandwagon after Game 2. This is the best player in the world. And part of it hurts me to say it a little bit because you know that I've loved Jokic like I think I'm related to him. And for 5 years, every night you've gone to bed, Jokic has been the best player on the planet. It's not close. It's nice. SGA, stop talking. You're a moron. The year Joel Embiid won the MVP was embarrassing for the league. They didn't want to give it to a foreign white guy again. All right, but that's the best player in the world. Now it's Wemby. The torch has been passed. Every 5 to 10 years, the torch gets passed. It's now Wemby. And you look at what he did in that game, right? What? Over 60% from the floor, 50% from three, 89% from the free throw line, the points, the rebounds, the assists, the blocks, the steals, and 1 turnover. On the road when his team needed it, when everybody said, oh, you're tired. Oh, the moment's too big for you. Yeah. 1 finger peace sign. That's what he said. Okay? So, I mean, look, if they win, Wemby should get 2 rings. Because if you look at the rest of that Spurs team, it's not great. That is not a championship wow team. I mean, it's not even as good as the LeBron crew who had Kyrie Irving. Castle's going to be a really good player at some point in time and hit a big 3-pointer and 2 big free throws. No doubt about it. Crazy athletic kid. UConn, played 1 year, won the national championship. I know all about him. All right? He will get better, but he's not great. And he commits a bunch of turnovers. And this is not a top 15 player in the world. Right? Most teams have 2 guys. They have, a bunch of Dylan Harpers, young guys, Castle, Vassell, all good athletes, all going to be good players. But right now, it's Wemby and friends, right? It's Wemby and the crew. He's Huey Lewis, the rest of them in the news. To go really old school 80s reference on you. About 8 people got that. That's the way that goes. De'Aaron Fox has lost a step. He makes $37 million a year. He's just a guy. He's not great. This is not a great play. No one's like, oh, I got to go buy a ticket to watch De'Aaron Fox play. He's just not that kind of guy. He isn't. So I was surprised when people got off the Wemby bandwagon. He's terrific. One thing on the NBA rules, all right, and is this irking anybody else? Like the whole flagrant 1 and 2 thing, that whole system has got to go. It's stupid, it's random, and you can't explain it. I saw Jalen Brunson put his hand up on a 3-point shot and get called for a flagrant run where he basically didn't touch the guy because the guy's foot came down and almost hit his foot. There's a simple thing with rules. We have this with the catch rule in the NFL. If you can't explain it to a 9-year-old, it shouldn't be a rule in your sport. Right? Rules, I always try to give you a philosophy in life. Rules are more important that they are easily understood and clear than perfect. Right? You're raising kids, you're raising teenagers. This is the time I want you home. This is what I expect from you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, there's a little bit of arbitrariness, but as long as the rules are clear, they're easily enforced. And everybody gets where they are, and everybody stays in line. The flagrant 1 and 2 is such a dumb... it doesn't make sense. I do this for a living, and I can't explain it to you. And you can't explain it to me. And no one who follows the NBA can explain it to anybody. That's how stupid it is. They kind of make it up as they go along. Here's what it should be. Excessively hard fouls are 2 shots in the ball. That's it. That's it. That's it. I just explained it to a 9-year-old. You can have common fouls. If you're excessively hard, you get 2 shots in the ball. Right? And I think excessively hard is kind of like how the Supreme Court defined pornography. I know it when I see it. There's a difference between art and pornography. What's the difference? I know it when I see it. Right? You know it when you see it. Same thing here. Excessively hard foul, 2 shots in the ball. That's it. Go back to that. Tonight, I'm on the Knicks. I like the Knicks tonight. I'm going to take the Knicks tonight. I think they'll get it done. I believe in the Knicks tonight. And the price is nice, -125. I'll be very surprised the Knicks, who have started pretty slowly in all 3 games, have dropped behind by double digits in all 3 games. The one thing that my handicap says to me is even when they're down double digits or whatever, San Antonio cannot blow them out of the building. You know why? Because what I just said earlier, they don't have that score. They don't have that guy who can go crazy. They don't have that guy that can be like, all right, on my back, take it over, other than Wemby. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that second guy who can do that. Right? With Shaq and Kobe. LeBron and Kyrie. I mean, you go on and on with those guys. You look at this team and you're like, even when they're up 13, you know the Knicks are going to make a run. First of all, it's the NBA teams make runs. But second of all, they don't increase that, have the ability, I think, to increase that from 13 to, 22. And as long as the Knicks then can stick in the rearview mirror, they got a shot to win. And if San Antonio doesn't get out to that double-digit lead at some point in time, the Knicks could run away and hide. Give me the Knicks tonight in Game 4. By the way, if you want to join the Super Discord, you just right there. You can click my link and join the Super Discord. You know you're going to join for football season. As I said, we had 12 straight winning weeks in the NFL to start the year. We were 11-4 in the Super Bowl. We had 15 straight wins in October at one point in time in college football. That probably won't happen again. But we certainly had a winning record. And then we went crazy in college bowl season, up 11 ROI units. That very well may happen again. So all we do is win, win, win no matter what. The most credible place. You click that link. And if you're going to join for football season, it's going to be $9.99. All right. I may even raise the price. But if you join now, you're covered for the football season. You get the whole summer for free. You get World Cup, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Final, NBA Draft, baseball. You get all that for free. So just join it now. And if you subscribe to this, somebody's going to get a month free. They're going to win a month free. So we'll have that fun as well. All right. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much. I try to do this every other day. Right? We're going to reach out to me directly. Tell me what you're thinking because the response has been great and overwhelming. And I'm really pleased and humbled. And as I say all the time, I don't have a boss. I'm at a spot in my life where I'm like, I don't want a boss. I don't have a boss. I can say whatever I want. No one's going to tell me I can't say it. Right? I can criticize anybody I want. I can tell the truth about stuff. And no one's going to go, well, they're our partner. They're not going to like it. Adam Silver's not going to like it. The WNBA is not going to like it. Our liberal columnists are going to be very offended if you say that. The baseball won't like this. You can't call them old white guys. Whatever, man. Everybody is on the line. You're just going to have to hear the truth because I don't have to answer to anybody. We're all in this together. All right. See you next time. I'm Eric Casilius. Show's great.